I am a guy with a high school education, and I wasn't a very good student. I am from the minimum wage working world. That was what I was doing. I was earning $3.50 an hour scooping ice cream and taking inventory and making the nightly deposit at a Haagen-Dazs in Washington, D.C. I am basically equipped to park your car, sweep up after your pet, and put fries in a bag as you drive by a box on the side of a Wendy's. And so what I am doing is basically trying to stave off the inevitability of me going back into that world.
I resisted education. I couldn't get it. High on Ritalin for most of the time. So I was tightly controlled, yet a psycho underneath. And so I graduated from high school and I stopped taking the Ritalin, and my body said, okay, the arrow has been drawn back and now it's time to let it fly.
I'm in. I believe it. I believe in it.
Anger and fear of failure drives me. Paranoia of things going wrong around me drives me. I am driven by a lot of really kind of ugly anger. And so I have a lot of that in me, and it comes from a father who was terrifying, and teachers who yelled at me, told me I'd never be anything. And so I descend from the sky and land on things really hard. And I go at everything with that amount of fury.
I went through a lot of humiliation, a lot of embarrassment as a kid. I keep moving forward boldly because I have nothing to lose. I'm nobody from nowhere. You should really understand that. I am from the minimum wage working world.
I don't want you on my side. I want you on your side.
Coming from wearing an apron, scooping ice cream, tearing movie theater tickets, parking cars, and I'm not putting down any of that, but that's kind of what I was trained for, not what I wanted to do with my life. And so ever since 1981, I just show up and say yes to things.
Army of one, I'm the Lord of my church. I wrote the book, I'm the man on the cross, I'm the boss.
A guy from Pennsylvania, just one of those big, lumberjack-sized guys, and I'd see him work out in the gym, like trees. The guy was terrifying. And one time he looks at me and said, "You're a skinny little faggot." I'm like, "Gee, thanks. That really bucks a kid up in 10th grade," or whatever it was. And I'm going to teach you how to lift weights, and you're going to do everything I say.
And so I'm lifting, and all of a sudden I'm throwing on 2.5s. I need 5 more pounds. I need 5 more every week. I'm making my little progress on the weight thing. I'm watching my lifts go up. And it's not like I'm Charles Atlas or anything, but I had a physique. It was probably the pivotal moment of my youth where I went, oh, okay, I'm capable of something. And so it's not as if my self-esteem shot through the roof, but I became aware of that one can have some.
Luckily, I got into punk rock, which made music possible for a guy like me, because I can't hold a note or play a guitar, but I could express myself, and so punk rock gave me that opportunity. I got into a band called Black Flag, and kind of went forth from there.
I'm really not the girlfriend kind of guy. I get bored too quick. I'm very self-involved. I got a hectic schedule, and I've never really found anyone who could either have a schedule like that of their own or understand. What's always tripped out girls I've been out with is when they've never been to a show before, and then they go and they're like, I had no idea. Either I had no idea you were like that, I had no idea you had this whole thing going on with you, really nice meeting you. Bye, Yeah, I make good company with myself.
When I am alone, I always feel like I am in a perfect state. Because they mistake kindness for weakness. I'll always be able to go long, go alone, and go without.
I'm a really sad sack of jeans. I have my father's really uncontrollable anger, and it's really awful, and I've gotten better at curbing it, but man, it comes up out of nowhere, and it's not cool. I just, out of nowhere, it just comes up. I'm like, wow, whoa, go back into your cave. But I go at everything like, you think I can't? Hey, you want to try acting? Yeah, I'll try acting. Can you act? No. So let's go. In those days, there was no idea of this makes money. There's no idea of this is my future. It was like a week at a time.
You spend a lot of time daydreaming. People have made comment to that effect, telling you that you're self-involved and self-centered. But they don't know, do they? About the long night shifts alone, the years of keeping yourself company, all the nights you wrapped your arms around yourself so you could imagine someone holding you, the hours of indecision, self-doubt,
the blinding hate, the rage that made you stagger.
The past holds all of your mistakes and humiliations. The future holds whatever you can make it. And so the past has already been determined. And it also holds all your victories and all your accomplishments. But all the bad stuff is there too, so why dwell? Learn from it and move on. Don't ignore it and don't say it didn't happen. Don't deny it. But you don't have to dwell in it and be miserable. That happens enough to us adults already. You see someone from your past, like, it still hurts. But the future's ready for you to not make those mistakes and to make it great.
You got to do your own thing. I don't feel like I'm anybody. And someone wants me to sign something, I'm like, sure. I don't exactly understand why, but I'll do it for you. I don't think I'm anything. I like to work. It's not about money or fame or anything. It's about activity and challenge.
Just because you come from nothing, you must not let that be something that holds you back. And you will encounter people who never have to pay in full. They get to wreck the room and never have to clean it. They can get all the way through high school and never understand where a dollar comes from because they just get it given to them. You have to go at it single-mindedly and let nothing get in your way.
When I was younger, there'd be all these young guys running up to get their piece of me. You think you're bad, huh? Let's go. I'm like... And so I'd have to get out of a lot of fights because these guys have to prove themselves. I'm the yardstick, and I don't want to be a yardstick. My face just can't take it. And so I have to, like, kind of defuse the bomb. I go, oh yeah? I don't have the thing for that. Sometimes you couldn't get out of it. So all that macho stuff without any articulation, just like the tough guy thing, without any mind behind it, just bums me out. I like my backpack, a cup of coffee, and my itinerary and my passport, and I'm out of here.
I'm unnervingly polite, but I'm also capably violent.
Every damn person who said I wouldn't be anything, I'm crushing them every day. Everybody I had to endure every day into a powder. And I wish them no ill. I just wish to shine brighter. And if it burns my body to a crisp, I'm happy to go right now.
You know, all these people waiting at the bottom of the pool, and they grab up at your feet and pull you down. Whenever you stick your head out of water, they just love to pull you down. But if you get down and sink with them, then it's cool sailing, you know what I mean?
You will find in your life that sometimes your great ambitions will be momentarily stymied, thwarted, marginalized by those who were perhaps luckier. Some of the greatest thinkers, artists, architects, politicians, and other movers, shakers, and creators all over the world have come from very meager beginnings.
I'm an angry person, not at you, not at any of you. I'm just angry in general, and I'm curious. And so I wake up every day like let's go. Nothing moves fast enough for me.
And I'm 55. I just want to go and do stuff. I don't go home to anybody. I don't know what else to do. This is how I am.